Hello there and welcome. Today I want to talk about when the UK rail system was drastically reduced. In the 1960s it was said that the rail system was losing money and cuts had to be made to make it more efficient. Dr. Beeching, who was an engineer and physicist, was employed to oversee the project, and thousands of miles of train tracks were ripped up and hundreds of stations were closed and demolished. I don't know what went on behind closed doors, but I think it very likely that the oil barons wanted more sales, so they went to their politician friends and said, "Can you do something to increase our sales?" The politicians, possibly after a bribe was given, were happy to oblige and came up with the plan. More people were car owners, so sales of petrol and diesel went up, and the oil barons were happy. Fast forward to today, where the population has increased and more capacity on the railways is needed. They have increased the capacity of the railways, but not enough to cope with the increase in demand. We also have Just Stop Oil eco-zealots, not one of whom probably realised that this situation with more people driving cars was created back in the day. In August 2011 there were some quite large-scale riots with properties damaged, 5 people killed, 205 injured and so on. Not many people realised that this was a staged event, so that the government at the time could introduce new legislation to limit riots from happening in future. After the Dunblane shootings, new legislation was introduced to limit gun ownership, and whoever did that shooting really knew how to store guns. After the shootings, people were investigating the properties where it took place, and they found guns hidden behind the walls, wrapped and oiled for long-term storage. In the London bombings from 2005, I read about eyewitness accounts from people who were in the London Underground station where the train was that was bombed. They said a man walked in, went underneath the train and exited when he completed his task. Another eyewitness account is from someone who was on the train that was bombed. They said the blast came from underneath the carriage, further putting the official story into doubt. So they create a problem, then blame us and create staged events so they can bring in new legislation, and they also create staged bombing events. Thanks for listening, bye for now.